Welcome students to this screencast covering multiplying and dividing with scientific notation. Well, to begin with, how would we multiply two numbers written in scientific notation or scientific notation form? Well, in general, if you have a times 10 to the m multiplied by the quantity b times 10 to the n, you multiply those constant factors a and b by each other, and then since you have 10 to some power and 10 to another power, or maybe even the same power, they have like bases. So when we multiply, we add their exponents. That's one of your exponent rules. So for example, say we have 1.2 times 10 to the third power multiplied by the quantity, let's say just 3.4 times 10 to the second power. Well, what would we do there? Well, go ahead and multiply 1.2 times 3.4. Quickly, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. 8. 4 and 6, 10. So we get 4, and don't forget 2 decimal places. So we get 4 and 8/100ths times, well, let's add these exponents. 10 to the third and 10 to the second. Well, that's going to be 10 to the 3 plus 2, which is 5. So 4.08 times 10 to the fifth power. And we have multiplied these two numbers written in scientific notation. Let's go on to division. Division is very similar. Notice you take these constant factors in front. Remember, they have to be greater than or equal to 1, but less than 10. And we're going to divide them. And then we take these, the factor that's 10 to some power. Remember our exponent rule, when we divide two numbers written in an exponential form that have the same base, we take the powers and we subtract them. So for instance, let's say we had 9.2 times 10 to the 7th power divided by, and let's say for instance we have, I'm going to get to 9.1 just to help us out. And let's just say we have 13, or 1.3, times 10 to the third power. Well, we're going to have to take 9.1 and divide it by 1.3 times 10 to the 7 minus 3. Off to the side here, 9.1 divided by 1.3. Let's go ahead and move that decimal over. Well, 13 goes into 91. Last time I checked, 7 times. So 9.1 divided by 1.3, that's 7. And notice 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 1 is 7 plus 2, 91. When we subtract that out, we have no remainder. Times 10. And what's 7 minus 3? Well, quickly, 4. So that's 7, and actually correctly written in scientific notation. Forgot my decimal. We would write that as 7.0 times 10 to the 4th power. All right, hopefully that helped you out. If you need any other help, feel free to contact me.